The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for children's TV enthusiasts, adult virgins, and estranged mothers. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting night terrors, third-degree burns, or demonic possessions that may transpire as a result of listening to this sewage sprinkler. May God have mercy on your soul. Enjoy!
Unnamed Drag Podcast.
Hello, welcome back to another super janky and the finale of season 2 seasons of the Unnamed Drag Podcast. Oh my god, how are you today, Marilyn? What are you drinking? What are you wearing? Talk us through today.
Okay, so I am the most beautiful young woman. So I'm wearing something shiny because that can constitute as effort. And then I'm also pairing it with this, which is my newest wig. I call her Patricia. And she was like £10 on Amazon, cut in a better fringe and straightened her so she wasn't one of those curved under. Whenever you buy a bob on Amazon, the fringe is down to here and they curve under your chin. Not the one.
Yeah.
So I poke her straight.
What is that even about?
I don't know. Are they trying to strangle a baby? So I cut in a little I cut in a little Bertie Rage fringe, and then made this fantasy. And this is a necklace that I often wear because I had this on, and I was like, it's cute, but it could be better. Then I put the necklace on, and I was like, this is drag. Yes, mama. Oh, who is
now
she?
I put that
in mediocre.
Mediocre. No, now you're not just Barry from Wigan when his wife is out of town and you're sneaking around all of her wares.
Yeah, exactly. Before I was cross-dressing, now it's drag. How about you? Talk me through your fantasy.
Super proud.
Thank you.
So lots of colours, obviously, was the theme of the day. Lots of colours, all my necklaces, a secret leopard print slut titty, obviously. I don't know, I just felt like being purple and orange because that's really jarring to look at. And for my makeup, I was very inspired by a recent Trixie Mattel video that I saw where she did yellow with hot pink, and I was like, I like that, I want to get involved.
It's a great video.
The blue underneath is not... There, somewhere out there is the perfect shade of royal blue that says, take me to the parlour and I'll suck your dick. Do you know, it's out there somewhere. That. Yeah, I need that shade of blue. It exists, but it's not in any of my repertoire, I suppose.
Yeah, you don't want the shade of blue that... Yeah, you don't want a shade of blue that suggests you do anal. You want a shade of blue that screams it.
That announces to the room of strangers that this is why I'm here. That's exactly it.
Before God and straight people on a Tuesday night, you want to be like, I do this. Yeah, absolutely.
In front of family photographers and barmen and sheep, just, I don't know
you
where I am.
You want to kill grandma out of shock.
Yeah, exactly. I want that heart bypass to just give up.
100%. Yes.
So, that's my look today. I'm dressed like I want to be anywhere else. Here I am. Take me to the cabana.
I wish you were anywhere else.
With just a duck ass. And you were just like that.
I mean, you froze too, but you were froze in laughing husky face, so that was fun. It was almost like you were enjoying yourself, but you couldn't have been, because I'm here.
That's pretty much par for the course in this podcast, really, is just me having a laughing husky face because you've said something ridiculous. So, speaking of podcasting and why we're actually here, Coachella, we asked in the comments, was there anything that you would like to see for the finale? And lo and behold, no. There's nothing that anyone wants to see.
And it was a resounding... For fuck's sake. Yeah.
It was like crickets in the wicket. It was just a deafening, rapturous silence.
The thing is, that's the good thing about this podcast. We do it for ourselves, and it's a fucking good job and all.
I know, right? It's it's like having an online portfolio for a job that you're not trying to get. It's It's the podcast equivalent of having a fucking deviant art for your shit drawings of vampires.
That's hilariously true.
That's it.
Thing is, though, it's funny you say DeviantArt because, like, we are on a VPN because I'm working from home now, and they're on a VPN, and because so many people are using it at once, they've had to restrict certain sites. So I can't just go on YouTube now and watch Trixie Mattel in the background. So every now and again, when I want to give my eyes a break from reading, I'll just go on DeviantArt and just put in something stupid like Stardew Valley and just scroll through what people have made of these characters that I enjoy. People like to make them fat and pregnant.
Really?
That's a thing.
That's the kink?
Yeah, any anime characters, for some reason, there's a version of them heavily pregnant or just like fat. And like, people love it.
Wow.
There's a lot of thought stuff as well.
Finally, some design that I can get on board with. It's like when I stumbled across that Instagram that did all of those like sexy, like kawaii hentai, like cartoon characters, and there was like Patrick from SpongeBob, and he was like thick as fuck, like more so than usual, and he was saying something like about senpai, which is immediately just like, oh no.
Wow.
When the word senpai is involved, like, it's never good in erotic art, shall we say. And that was just one of the best days of my life. I was scrolling, just like, this is horrendous.
Did you just feel super represented? That's the thing. Quite often confused, yeah.
I don't see why the two have to be mutually exclusive as far as my
I can be represented and resented, which is like when homophobic companies have to do something at Pride.
It's like when the straight guy says, I normally hate gay people, but you're alright. Yeah, it's...
Oh, yeah. You know when you're like, when someone's like, are you gay? Can we go shopping?
What, on Wish? Online?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, do you know what I mean?
I'll fire up
Shop for a weed
AliExpress
whacker.
to order a Deliveroo. Yeah. So, Marilyn...
Let's.
2 podcast series in, two portfolios on DeviantArt in, and what have been some of your favourite moments?
Oh, God. Really just hated it all the way through. No, obviously, I don't know. Obviously, lockdown has kind of put a bit of a stumper on it, which is fine. We've worked through it and we've made it like a thing, which is kind of fun. Also, if I do this, I'm like that Vine.
Oh, you are? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I love that I just get to like be in drag and have a chat with my bestie. But,
yeah, it's cute, isn't it? Like, just
and by that, I mean I'm usually on my phone.
My BFF, my fucking phone, my iPhone, my leather.
No, yeah, I do love, and also, like, this is gonna... Another thing that I say on the podcast that either makes me sound like a cunt or super conceited, but
yeah,
I've gotten better at makeup since seeing myself on camera a lot. It's like, you know, when you see the Drag Race girls post Drag Race, and they've clearly seen themselves on camera a lot, so now that they're like changing things up. If I look at like season 1, episode 1, girl.
What you mean when
we have like
when we weren't wearing any makeup? Because we were just
that too.
we didn't start doing like proper drags until season 2, and then had a lockdown break. And now because we're about to stream a drag bingo for the Not Stopping Festival, we're in drag.
Oh yeah,
like, and we were also like,
we are in
special
drag.
Occasion, it's the finale or whatever. So it's the finale or whatever.
Make it special. Or whatever, you know, something. I showed up. I put on underwear today. What do you like? I love that we've started doing drag again now. I used to hate it, but I think that's because I used to struggle at it more. It used to be more of like a bit of a struggle bus moment. Because it used to be that thing, like Marilyn started trying, and so it used to take a lot longer. Whereas now, I feel like I've got my makeup down to the point where, as well, I can play with it more. So when it's like... Yeah. This is going to sound terrible, but we fuck around with our makeup a lot on this podcast, so it'll be like, fuck it, it's only a podcast face. And often, often that turns out something good.
And also, it's like, it was a leap from when we were doing our Name Drag channel, because, like, I look back on some of those, and, like, our faces are fucking white. Like, we look like A4 paper with googly eyes and lashes on. And also, there's, like, some... Because I now no longer glue down my brows, oh my god, what a fucking revelation to just shave the end of it off.
Fucking whore, I'm so mad at you.
No, but you always just use, like, spirit gum and yours are down, whereas mine would be like, okay, first layer of Pritt stick, next layer of Pritt stick. Okay,
you need to use spirit gum, like hardcore skin cement.
No, I just need to keep on shaving off the tail ends to achieve this
yeah, I know.
beauty. Also, I'm doing this quite quickly because my eyebrows don't match today. That's all. That's so bad.
That's it though. Like, I've started using the beginning of my boy brow and then going out into something more fun. And the more you try to ground drag in the reality of your face, like, use your own features, there's a line that you cross where it's just like, oh, that you've just put some makeup on, you're not in drag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a line, and you've not crossed it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
But this is what I mean, like, I look back on some of the old videos when I was gluing down my brows, and this is, going back to the channel, not the podcast, because I've been shaving the tails, like, for a while now. My eyebrows are, like, they start here, like the beginning of my eyebrow is like a centimetre above where it should have been, and then I wasn't highlighting the brow bone and I wasn't cutting a crease, so there was just a lot of nothing going on, and at the right angle you were just like, that is just your Neanderthal brow, Nana. Like, all I can see is just like a shelf to put books on. Like, not makeup.
That's it as well. You've got quite a pronounced brow bone, so
really do.
Like, you can kind of see it on mine. I've got like a bump like there, where it's kind of like, if I went any higher than that, it would smooth out again, and you'd be like,
that's not how a face works. Yeah, exactly.
Who put padding on a potato? What's this? I don't understand. Yeah, very that.
Just like that
drag makeup is a lot of smoke and mirrors
tonight. Yeah, exactly.
And just as hairy.
So I think it's been like a lovely journey to sit and like have those practice faces. Well, not practice because it was for something, but yeah, it's very much when you just like.
Yeah, if anything. Sorry, you go.
No, I was finished. You go. Oh,
okay. Because
love the lag. Love the lag.
Love the lag, love the talking over each other on headphones, like, mwah. But if anything, we should have been taking more care on these faces because they're going onto the internet and being there forever. But in reality, we're like, oh, fuck it, we're staying at home.
The funnest night at home. That's what we were getting ready for.
Funnest night at home.
Funnest night
Absolutely.
at home. Yeah, completely.
Speaking of the funnest night at home, what are we going to do after this? Tell the children.
Oh my goodness. So, what, you mean like during our little break, or...?
Oh, no, well, you can, but...
I mean immediately after this, we're doing some drag bingo for the Not Talking Festival over the Not Surprised page, so if you came and joined and played along, I'm sorry. No. We've again crafted some wonderful digital art, which we will be uploading to our Deviant art afterwards.
Can we get a Deviant art? Can we?
I don't know why I'm slamming Deviant art so hard.
I love Deviant art. It's great.
I mean, it's there. That's, you know, it's something.
That's all it needs to be. Just like you.
But
she's
fuck
there.
You. But during our little ladies intermission, I mean, my project's going to come out at the beginning of next month. That's been a hoot and a half. So I've been editing a lot recently, and I'm so in love with like the two characters that I've done so far. They're so adorable, and I think
I've had sneak peeks of these characters. I love them so much. They're just like, I can see where it's going, and I'm really happy with it.
It's very stupid, but it's very fun, and like
just like you.
And the magic's in the editing, because you know that I'm not very good at learning lines, as you know from every time I do a parody song with Drag Bingo, and I'm just like, I'm going to read it off my phone, and that is the truth of the matter. I will remember the lines to the song like 2 weeks later when I, don't need it anymore.
And then you will never sing that song again as well. That's another thing that irritates me. Exactly. You'll write a really good song on your phone, read it from your phone the whole time, and then be like, delete.
Yeah, well, not delete, just like, you know, save it on my laptop and think like, I've got it there now if I ever need it again.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever. So, yeah, learning lines has been a real journey. But fortunately, the way that I've edited it, you can't tell that I keep on having to look at a prompt over and over again. Like, it's tough. Like, and I think about all the times that, you know, when I was a kid, I was like, you know, I wanted to be an actor and I used to do plays, and I would know my lines. I was so committed.
Same.
And now I've clearly just fried my brain with happy shopper wine and marijuana cigarettes and whatnot over the years. Things that I don't partake in anymore have left their
Of course not. Also, in lockdown, all I've wanted to do is get high. Sorry, carry on.
I have friends who've like started smoking weed whilst they've been in lockdown. They're just like, it's not as cool as I remember it being. I'm spending a lot of time like really anxious trying to find something to watch on Netflix, just like all shifty and stuff. You know, you do you, hun. And then after the project's gone out, by that point it's going to be like halfway through June, and then I'll just be wandering around looking for things to do. Like, I really don't know, because the whole digital drag thing, I think as lockdown starts to lift more, people are going to be less interested, and a lot of performers have been piping up on Twitter saying it's not a sustainable form of income. Like, there are well-established performers who are making $1, like $1, a queen was saying on Twitter, like, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely insane. And this is someone whose booking fee would normally be like in the hundreds, so it's no fucking joke. But I get it, because at first it was like a commodity. And then with everything else, it becomes like oversaturated, and I think also people just stop experiencing the whimsy and the frivolity of it.
Yeah.
Because Netflix is there, and Amazon Prime is there, and Hulu is there, and
like,
they've already paid for a subscription. Like, I'm
not gonna lie, I'm fully used to life in captivity now. Like, and I can't go back to the wild. I can't do it. I can't go back to having to get an Uber home after drag. My bed is there. My bed is there.
I can feel that, absolutely. I mean, it is lovely that when it's all finished, you literally you take some selfies if you haven't already, and then you just shut it down, and you pack all your shit away, and then you're done, you're already home. I've been getting straight in the shower with my makeup on, and like shampooing my beard, and having a lush face wash, like really getting in there straight away. Whereas what used to happen is I'd get home from like Drag Bingo or DFS or whatever, still covered in makeup, and just go to bed with toast hanging out my mouth. Like, that doesn't seem to happen anymore. And that shows growth. That shows a lot of growth, I think.
It does. It does.
What about you, bitch? How are you feeling about post-season 2, the future of Marilyn,
I don't know,
slash Cleopatra slash Moira Rose? Marilyn Rose today.
Also, can I just... Okay, I'm gonna go off on a thing, and you're just gonna have to let me do it.
Of course, yeah.
Let me just. In the lee of a picturesque ridge lies a small, unpretentious winery, one that pampers its fruit like its own babies. Hi! I'm Moira Rose, and if you love fruit wine as much as I do, you'll appreciate the craftsmanship and quality of a local vintner, one who pampers its fruit like it's... No, I did it in a loop. Ah, well, close enough.
Yeah.
I've been watching so much Schitt's Creek, and now I am Moira Rose.
I'm so glad that you finally joined the party, because like I've been fucking living for it ever since. I think it was Sybil that told, like, Sybil Moore was like, you have to watch this show, you'll absolutely love it. And I hammered it like so fast because I think the first 2 series were already on Netflix, and then I went online and did an illegal to get the 3rd one. But then it was fine because then they put more seasons onto Netflix, and that was okay. But then when season 6 came out, I again got a friend to do an illegal. I didn't do an illegal. I don't do that anymore. I'm a grown, responsible woman. And I'd already seen them, and now that they're on Netflix, I'm like watching them again. I watched them all the other day when I had a day off, and oh my god.
I spent all of today, from waking up to now, talking in Moira Rose's voice. And when I couldn't find something and I needed Matt, I'd just go, David, why are you behaving like a disgruntled pelican? Like, oh, mwah. Wonderful.
It's so wonderful. Her vocabulary, like, there has genuinely been moments where I've had to Google, like, whoa, what she's saying. I'm like, I don't know what this word means, actually, but I live
it
for
so
it.
much. I love it so much.
Other than finishing...
Oh, yeah, that doesn't answer your question, though.
The rest of Schitt's Creek, which we'll talk about later.
So I've got some wig orders, which is great. I think people are excited to... When people want to come out of this like a butterfly from the chrysalis. So that involves getting new wigs. And if you need a new wig, hit me up, and we'll talk.
This is a Marilyn. This is a sane asylum, obviously.
This is a sane asylum wig. Obviously, don't take.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, but like, so I've got some wig orders, which is great. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I think I might post like some ad hoc stuff to the channel. I was thinking maybe like a makeup walkthrough, not a tutorial, because I don't want to tell anyone what to do, because you shouldn't behave like this. But I do think that now that my makeup's changed a lot since I've last talked to people through what I do, and I really enjoy watching these videos, especially right now when I've got fuck all else to do, so I'll just sit and watch makeup tutorial. Yeah, so I think
precisely,
I think
so
other
much.
people
I watched like 4
that.
of Trixie's today.
Yeah,
like, whilst I was
fun.
getting ready, I had Trixie on in the background, just like chattering away about Wet n Wild being shit, but then being good when she redeemed it, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
super addictive.
Their lawyers got in touch. But yeah, I might post some other stuff to the channel. I don't know. I don't want to completely abandon the channel during this time.
No, exactly, but I think it's just figuring out what we can do with the tools and the time that we have, obviously. I mean, I'm sat in front of a brand new green screen, which is so much better than the old one, because it's a better shade of green and it doesn't have any creases and shit in it, and it keys out so much nicer, and it's bigger. Good. And it's lighter.
I can't wait to use it.
Exactly. It means that we can like bring sketch comedy to the occasion when we get out of lockdown, obviously, and also just
that it
will make things so much easier for us when we're producing shit. She's called Brenda, by the way. I don't know why, but she is. So
your green screen is called Brenda.
She's called Brenda. Yeah. It is, yeah. Brenda the Mender, and she's
and
great.
And do you still have Elizabeth and Elizabeth II? Good.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just...
How are they? How are the children?
Production. They're fine. Elizabeth is shining on me as we speak, obviously, always shining a light in our hearts.
Whereas I have the late Elizabeth. Elizabeth did not behave herself. My Elizabeth died. I was so annoyed. For those of you that don't know, we have box lights. We had these beautiful soft box lights that we bought for the channel, and then I bought one to record at home. And mine, I plugged mine in one day and it popped, and I got the distinct smell of burning Furby. So that's the late Elizabeth. But Elizabeth the first and second are still doing well. Yes? Good.
Yeah,
good.
Exactly.
And how is Michael?
The Queen Mum. Oh, Michael's fine, obviously. We still go out all the time. Although I think when I finished doing the mini-series and tied up a few like other loose ends of stuff that I'm working on at the moment, I need to get back into some kind of fitness regime, because girl, I am not happy at the moment with...
I'm not wearing a tit right now. This is all me, baby.
It's just like... I hate home workouts. I hate them so much.
Yeah.
But now it's going to have to be...
They suck because you can stop them.
Yeah,
at any
exactly.
time.
There's zero motivation and absolutely no pressure to do anything properly, obviously.
So
Like,
I
fuck
do,
that
like,
last
oh,
set.
this hurts, I'm going to stop. Bye. And then I do
Exactly.
this.
This is burning slightly, so I'm just going to stop and have another piece of chocolate. Like, that's what I've turned into.
Yeah.
So
So are you going to use the time between seasons to become a butterfly from the chrysalis of your fat body?
Yeah, exactly. More like a moth from the clitoris. I think that's what's going to emerge. Some sort of like, what are those things that live underground for 17 years and then come out for like a day, like cicadas or cicadas? Those like fat beetle things,
yeah.
like one of them.
Or
that's
just
gonna
like
be
a
me.
fruit fly from a piece of dog shit.
Yeah, exactly. A blue bottle, if you will. That's my body goals.
Yeah, round but colourful.
Exactly. Round is the shape. I mean, Darien Lake got it right for once. I mean, nowhere else.
True. It's true.
But I don't know. It's going to be weird not doing the podcast. But I think whilst it's been like lockdown time,
It's been tough.
yeah, it's not the same as being sat in the same room. I mean, going back to what I was saying before about like favourite moments, the amount of times when we were suddenly just randomly holding hands.
Yeah.
Still makes me laugh so much. Like all of a sudden we've clutched onto each other for moral support or something.
Yeah. Or just like made something up while we're getting ready, and that just becomes the joke for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And it does that Family Guy thing where it stops being funny, but then is so not funny for so long that it's suddenly funny again.
Yeah, exactly. So we had Debbie McGee was written whilst we were getting ready.
Debbie. Yeah.
We also had You Died. That came up.
Ooh, you died.
Yeah, it says here that you died.
Wait, did you die? No, you were doing so well.
Exactly. Did the screaming bucket come from getting ready, or was that
It
a
might have
separate conversation?
Tabitha, will you pass the screaming bucket? No, it's full. You're just going to have to use your handbag in the toilet. Sorry.
Just gonna go scream into my purse. RB. So you don't really. Obviously, we're just like getting ready at home, just checking in on Messenger. Like, you ready yet? I'm about to grow a tail. That's kind of the extent of it at the moment.
Yeah. I agree. I enjoy the process of getting ready together. I enjoy coming to your house and bothering your boyfriend. Yeah, it's all good fun.
So it's time for a little snoozicle, I reckon, isn't it? Just, I don't even know how long for. I think, like, last time we just had a break and played it by ear, and it was like a couple of months or something.
Yeah. We'll just... When we want to come back, we'll come back.
Yeah. And stuff will go up on the channel. And stuff will go up on Instagram, and like we'll live stream some bingoing because people still want to do that again in June. So yeah,
and I want to do that in June as well.
Yeah,
but the thing is, like,
fun. That was cute.
As like we were saying earlier, online drag has sort of boomed at the beginning, and now it's petering out again. I want to give time for it to momenticize.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be like a dung beetle who's just like pushing this big thing up a hill that's got stuck on a stick and doesn't realise it can't push it any further. I've seen that happen in a nature documentary. It is tragic. I'm tragic.
So sorry. You call it a nature documentary. I call it your home workout video. It's different, Nana. It's different.
You absolute piece of shit. That's so painfully true, though. Oh, just gathering bits of twigs to make some kind of nest for me to cry in. That's my nature documentary homework video. Jane Fonda, it is not.
Wowee. Jane Rhonda.
Jane Ronald.
Yeah. But I am also making over my drag room.
You are?
Yes, because when they announced that it was going to be at least another month of lockdown, my body went, I can't live at my dining table. I can't work from home at my dining table for another month.
Yeah.
So I went, fuck it, I'm going to reinvest, because it's amazing how much money you save when you don't leave the house.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm reinvesting that money into a home workspace. And that workspace is going to include drag space, filming space, and office space.
Exactly.
All in one teeny tiny box room.
See, that's what
So
I've got
I've
now,
had my work
but
cut out
it's
for
in
me.
a decent size room. So, you know.
Yeah,
Just,
yours is
just
good.
saying.
You've made it transparent. Yeah, great, love that. But mine's going to be prettier. I have a whole theme in mind. It's coming together. I've got the stuff ordered. Woman! Yeah.
I can't wait for you to go full Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen, or maybe it's going to be like that changing room episodes where the suspended shelves fall and all the teapots
Yeah, I've got
smash.
antique teapots on scaffolding.
I love it. I loved it how she was like,
best.
I will take full responsibility for this. Yeah, because
it's your fault. Yes, you fucking will.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
If you haven't seen that, if you're watching this and you haven't seen the changing room teapot escapade, Google it, YouTube it. It's so funny.
It is incredible.
It's so cringe. It's so funny. It makes me want to piss myself to death.
Especially because there's not a single one that could be saved, but looking at the rubble, you're just like, that seems fine to me. Like, there's not a single one.
If anything, she did them a favour, but I understand it's difficult to see that because it was the 90s. And
They just helped you out of a
People
real
be
jam.
wildin'.
They be wildin', so wildin'. Oh my goodness. So, without further ado, we shall do it in your Moira Rose voice. Say goodbye to the season. What would that sound
Without
like?
further ado, David, we are going to depart to paths unknown, but with the dazzling peach crab apple.
What was that? Peach crab apple.
It's from the wine commercial that
No, I
got
know what it's
earlier.
from, but you
I
you
love
said
it.
it. You went too much to the other side.
That's how she does it. I
She
promise
does
you.
do it
Rewatch
like
it.
that. But
The
yeah.
dazzling peach crab apple. Mwah. Yes, we will be back.
We will.
Come,
We will.
taste the difference good fruit can make in your wine. You'll remember the experience and you'll remember the name. Herb Irving, Gernheim, Leinheimer, Bing.
Transcendent.
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
yeah.
And scene.
But it's been an absolute blast. We've had a lovely time.
Fucking has.
We won't do, when we finished the last season type thing, so we were having a break and we promised we wouldn't just disappear for a year plus. Same applies. Like, we won't just fucking vanish.
Yeah, we're not going to completely vanish.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we are still available on Facebook, on Instagram, on wherever Terrible Drag goes. We'll be there.
Reach out. We are never here for you.
Leave a comment. We will maybe reply.
Yeah, quite possibly not at all. But yeah, it's been an absolute blast as always, darling, and I love you to pieces. And I'll
love you
talk to you
too.
every day regardless of the podcast, so I don't really know
Oh,
why I'm
yeah.
making it sound like this is like Deborah Messing and Megan Mullally and Will and Grace. Like, we don't actually get on. I hate her. It's written into my
Until-
contract that we have to have this break.
Until 2 hours later when I message you on Facebook. Goodbye.
Goodbye. But yeah, we're going to go and play some bingo now. But we'll see you all really soon. And look after yourselves.
love you.
And whatever happens in the rest of lockdown, don't let it drive you crazy. Just dress up stupid every once in a while and maybe make a mini-series.
And with that in mind, try not to hang yourself.
Buddy,
We'll be right.
Fun Name Drag Podcast.